Drink some beer! 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 Beer!
Hey guys. Thursday. Liver damage Thursday. Today, looking at something from my buddy, Nick. Sydney Street Premium Stout. 5.2% by volume. This is from Gaham? Gaham it anyway. Where are they out of? They are out of Canada. This one is a full-bodied roasted barley. Where else did it say about it? It is unfiltered and unpasteurized, and it is a limited edition. Before I do that, I want to show you a couple cool things. Any of you familiar with AC? The Armed Civilian 5.56. He has what looks like some of the most phenomenal looking holsters, and I've actually never had the opportunity to see one, but I have as of today. He sent a couple of them. He sent one for the XDM. Here, this would help a little bit for this. There, get a little bit more light on it. See, the carbon fiber. The back. I tell you, the quality of the work, I am not shitting you. You guys know me, I'm not exactly a huge fan of the outside the waistband holsters, but I've been using more of them lately, like the one from Century Gun Leather. I like the ride height. I like the way that feels, and I had a chance. I popped this open out of the box, and I just tried it on just to see how that ride height, where it, you know, we've talked, and the attention to detail that he has on these goes well beyond just making sure that it's right for the gun. He actually comes right down to making these molded for your body. He says that in most body types, these holsters are designed for the 330 position. So he sent one for the XDM, which was cool because that's one of my personal favorite as far as overall carry guns. The XDMs are just unbeatable. Competition barrels, they've got nice triggers. I mean, I've not done anything to that, and I don't really plan on it. This, I don't know. This was kind of a Glock sheep kind of thing. I just kind of went with the herd and got everything swapped out on it. You know, it's like Chris down in Texas sent the Crimson Trace, but that's how that looks in there. And he actually categorized this as two different kinds of holsters, and I don't have the. It's like the CSXS for one, and whatever. I can put the information down below, but just to show what kind of a stand-up guy he is, he saw the video that we were doing the mystery AR build for somebody out there, and he said you're missing backups, and sent a brand new set of flat dark earth. Look at that. That's awesome. As you'll notice, the riser and the red dot are gone. I don't think that combination. Well, I don't think that combination isn't going to work. And that red dot, it's a Tasco red dot. After all the hurtful stuff that Chuck said about Travis, he called me crying, and he just said, "Fuck it, throw that shit away because it's all garbage." And you know, maybe Chuck will send a nice red dot, you know, like a Vortex Strike Fire or something like that. And I said, well, knowing the way Chuck is, I'm sure he will. So Chuck, we're gonna need a Vortex Strikefire, and being that the price is all the same, could you get the one with the red and the green dot? And I know that that'll co-witness with the Magpul flip-ups. So, I mean, nice going, Chuck. You made Travis cry. So, there you go. Compliments of the armed civilian. Thought that was very nice. And as long as we're talking about holsters, someone that I regard as a friend, of course, most of these holster guys end up being friends. Not even kidding. Texting, emailing. Jess from Forest City Tactical, he just checks in every now and then just to see how things are going, and he surprised me. I've shown you this before. It's one of the very first ones that he sent me from Forest City Tactical, and he asked me a long time ago what I thought about it, and I told him, I said, I really like, this is for the Walther. I told him I really liked the fact that he put a full sweat shield on there. The retention, you can dial it down. I mean, I'm not even going to pretend because it'll fall right out of there. I got it dialed way down because I typically use this holster as my jammy holster. I just hook the inside of a pair of sweats, and I use this a lot just because of that. You know, you got to be careful though. You know, when you're drawing, I pretty much draw and do that. You know, push the holster away with my finger. But this serves a tremendous purpose, just for something like that. And because the Walther is small and light and all covered in dust, it doesn't. I'm not worried about the fact that I'm wearing this with something without a belt. But the other day, Jess, like I said, I told Jess I thought the J-hook kind of thingy was kind of the weakest link, but for me it served a purpose, but maybe not for somebody else. And I got a package in the mail from him. For the most part, same style holster. I think he rounded things off a lot more on this one. This one has more retention because I haven't dialed this one down, but he replaced the J-hook with a full clip on there. And if you notice, this one is tuckable, and now you are going to lose a little bit of the rigidity, Heffy. You're going to lose a little bit of the rigidity, but if you want, you can remove one of the screws, and that'll allow you to adjust the cant on it. I haven't tried it. I don't know if the one by itself would be able to, lock everything in place. But he knew I liked carrying the Walther and wanted something for. I mean, this would work great for say more of a deep concealment, because if you're dressed up where you're going to tuck your shirts in, this will work with this. Again, just another outstanding guy, Jess from Forest City Tactical. I gotta do a more in-depth review and show that, but please, guys, if you're not subscribed to the Armed Civilian 556 or Jess's Forest City Tactical, he does the Facebook. He's a like-minded thinker. You see stuff like that with girls with guns on his channel all the time. So I just want to over here anyway quickly thank those guys. And like I said, you get definitely my more from the heart kind of stuff. First of all, I don't think any of those guys are going to see this shit over here, so I could say bad stuff, I could say good stuff, but I have nothing but good stuff to say about AC, the Armed Civilian, and Jess over at Forest City, because like I said, when somebody turns around and just sends you a holster because he's got some new design things out, and I think that's awesome. And like I said, those Armed Civilian, these are very, very classy. I mean, it almost looks like a leather holster, just a leather pancake holster. But like I said, when he sent me some information on these. This man does not mess around. Okay. Okay, everybody can, huddle up next to the fire. We'll get into that brew review. So don't forget the Vortex Strike Fire with the red and the green dot. I mean, I know you have my address. Let's use this glass. They look so happy drinking together. So do the girls. Bottle cap. Yeah, we're under a blizzard warning. They are saying 12 to 18 inches. And life goes on. As of right now, I don't think anything has been canceled. This isn't like Georgia or anything. Okay, well, dark as Obama's past. We got some good lofty head going on there. Has a really really nice roasted malt. A little chocolate, coffee. Okay, let's give this a try. Is that like really bright? Yeah, you notice the ooh, it's like a little roller coaster of flavors. You notice the roasted malts up first. And then there's like a kind of like a dry little area where it's like, was that it? Nothing else? That's disappointing. And then the magic carpet ride. Those were drugs, but right behind that, man, it's got a great aftertaste. Nothing like Travis at the truck stop. Just a nice blend of the roasted malts, the coffee, and the chocolate in there, and it's not really like any one in particular. You know, some of them are more on the coffee, some of them more on the chocolate. This is just a kind of a nice blend of all of them, but the way it kind of like rolls in. Right in that up front too. It's almost, but it goes away really fast. It's like just like a touch of like dark fruit, but you don't get that long. And then the roasted malts and the coffee and chocolate kind of vaporize all that. And then as you're sitting here like this, you're kind of left with more of a malt and like chocolate, not quite as heavy on the coffee on the very end as you're waiting around to see if there's going to be anything more in there. But it's just not big on the alcohol. I mean, something like this, I wouldn't mind seeing it in the like say the 8% or more, but this is still very enjoyable. It's got kind of a medium, almost a medium heavy kind of a mouthfeel. This is not bad at all. If you're looking for yeah, those roasted malts are maybe not for the faint of heart. It's not real overpowering, but this I would not classify this as a light by any means. Limited edition Sydney Street Premium Stout. This is very good. I guess it's unpasteurized and unfiltered, but you make it this thick and this dark. Lord knows what I dumped in there. I don't care. Okay, on the E scale, I'd say I am liking this. I'd probably say this is a 9. A 9 on the E scale. Just a little bit more of a, bring the alcohol up on it a little bit. As long as it doesn't get, you want the alcohol in there. You just don't want to taste it, Oh yeah. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Should we do another New York Half-Ass Prepper catch-up thing? I know I've made comment about it, but I actually haven't. Well, hang on. Let's just get the good stuff out of the way. Or maybe I need maybe this is a mouthwash. I made comment about it. Haven't reviewed one. The last thing, of course, I ever want to do is let New York Half-Ass Prepper down. So it's possible to go from something like this to maybe should we take a after party look at King Cobra Premium Malt Liquor, smooth taste, 6% by volume. And I think you're out of the Anheuser-Busch family, are you not? Yes. Canned by Anheuser-Busch. St. Louis. It's got a new look, too. See that? It's got a new look. I don't know if you remember the old look. I don't. But it's not the only one of those that he sent me. There's been a few. I know one night the neighbor was jonesing, and he loved it. Okay, well, it might get some unfair, but I'm not gonna dirty another glass just for the Cobra. So kind of like a flavor enhancing glass. This one started off with flavor enhancing stout. So let's take a little look at it. Oh yeah. Guys are getting thirsty already, I can tell. Look at that deep golden urine-like color. And nice pillowy head. Plenty of carbonation. Hope you're happy, New York Half-Ass Prepper. Trying to get caught up. Oh, and don't forget, man, I am keeping that bottle of Mamma Mia's pizza beer nice and cold for you. Not gonna listen to that shit again this year. Well, I would have drank it if it was cold. He says he likes it. I think he was drunk when he made the comment. Okay. Has kind of a sweet, crappy smell to it. Okay. Cheers, guys. You know, maybe I should do this the other way around. I should do the New York Half-Ass Prepper. No, I'm not dissing the shit that you send me that comes from the clearance rack at the beginning, so I can end on a note like something that I got there from Nick. Whew, that's good. Well, it's got a little sweetness up front, and you have that malt liquor kind of a. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this could really be shit, and it's not quite as bad because I still have all those roasted malts and chocolate and coffee. As a matter of fact, that's all I taste right now. There is a beer god, and he loves me. It's got kind of a sweet, menacey, medicine-like sort of smell. Loving it. It's great stuff. New York Half-Ass Prepper. Oh, there's more in there. Actually, I think there's more of these too. You know, I'm not exactly sure at what point you can justify someone saying you could be an alcoholic. Because when you are just dying to have a good, tasty beer, and you go down to the fridge, and you have one of two choices, because this has happened on a few occasions. You have this fridge, which is full of all sorts of good, yummy shit that this needs to be running when they're popped open. And yeah, actually, I have done a back-to-back brew review because I was, jonesing for something good, and the only choice I had was this fridge or what was sitting over there in that one. And that was like the only thing in there was a bunch of different malt liquors and stuff, and it was just like, nah. And you shut the fridge and go upstairs and have a glass of Mountain Dew or something and call it a night. So, just a general question for everybody that's still at this point in the video. If you really had a problem, wouldn't you just like drink anything? I mean, I don't remember the name of the movie. I just recently watched it, and De Niro, Al Pacino. Al Pacino's character just got released from prison, and he's at his buddy's house and actually downs a great big hit of mouthwash for the alcohol. Did say beer. Yeah, I don't know. There's something. If someone handed you something and said, "Does this still smell good?" I'd probably say no with this. It does. Thankfully, it's not tasting like it smells, but yeah. Normally, I'd just down this, but that stout really filled me up. Okay. He called me out on his little to drink a pint thing, and not only have I never had the actual pleasure of meeting him in person and shaking his hand, but I've known him for quite a while, and interacts with the both channels, and he's responsible for the oyster stout. I'm calling him out right now, Evil Neil. Get your ass up here and do the year-end review with me. You don't have any excuses. I know you've got an issue with your car because your car's not in good shape, but maybe if a few of us could chip in together and rent you a car or something so you could get up here, stay here. You got your food, you got your living expenses covered. Just come up on a Friday. We probably, if things go well, we do that on Friday night, and then you got a whole day, all Saturday to unwreck, and then drive home on Sunday. It's like a 10-hour drive. Evil Neo 187. I'm calling your ass out. You get your little ass up here and help me work on those. 1, 2, 3. I still gotta add more. Yes, New York Half-Ass Prepper. Things from last year's review, nothing new. So I don't get to add the high res. So the resin stays in there. But that high res, holy shit! If you guys can get a hold of high res, oof. I know, hurry up. Or talk politics or something. I don't know. It's not. It's like an everyday thing. There's not really much to talk about. I am completely amazed at the amount of morons. I mean, I know a few good people. That got suckered into voting for Obama, the useless, worthless dictator, piece of shit, lying, hiding his past because he is not even a U.S. citizen, douche-orama. And fine, you didn't. No, actually, I don't give anybody a pass. The information was available the first time around just like it was the second time around. I didn't vote for him because he's a corrupt piece of shit. And anything that comes from Chicago, right there, should have been a big ding, 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 ding. Warning, Will Robinson. Warning, Will Robinson, piece of shit, piece of shit. There's a piece of shit running for president. Piece of shit, don't vote for the piece of shit. But no, the sheep missed it. The second time around? Yeah, Captain, I know there's no wings on the airplane, but God, give him one more term and maybe he can, I don't know, give out some Obama phones or something. So if I ever said it in the past, that I give you some leeway because you voted for him the first time around, nah, you were a fucking idiot the first time around. Which makes you a complete loser douche-orama fuckhead for voting for him the second time around. And now look at where we are. We're screwed. We are so screwed. Anybody that still supports him, you don't give a shit about your children and your children's future. Right, Shelby? Fucking right. Even the dog knows. Shelby's like, he's such a piece of shit. She was just telling me this the other day. Hey, want to try something? Hey, come here, try this. I know how you're into this shit. Come here. Tell me what you think of that. Oh my God, it looks like I just spilled brown. Oh yeah, that tail is going nuts. You like that? Huh? Uh-oh. Mama. It's Mama. She's hovering. Hello?
Stop feeding the dog beer.
What are you talking about?
Don't play stupid.
Yeah, that's a great story. Now go make me a sandwich. Love you. Maybe. Do you like that? Here, what do you think of this? You can't have it out of the glass. That's malt liquor. You like that? Dalashino. Okay. Where does King Cobra fall on the shit scale? Maybe that's what we should have. We should have a special little category of what's the best of the worst. Uh-oh. And the thing is about to die, so we really need to wrap this up. King Cobra on the no. I won't. I guess it gets a 1 because I'm gonna finish it as opposed to dump it out. So King Cobra gets a 1.0 on the E scale. It's okay. It's got a serious weird taste to it. So cheers, guys. Tomorrow, before the damn camera goes dead, is Friday, and we're gonna look at something from the brewery. Rugbroad. I don't know. I'm sure someone would be happy to tell me. This is a dark rye ale. So cheers, guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Malt liquor. No, we won't do that. Oh, God, that's good. I love it. Vortex Strike Fire, red and green dot, Chuck.